Hey there, YouTube. It's Bill Robertson, and I just wanted to talk real briefly about Interstellar. It's a favorite movie of mine, and I understand it's a very polarizing movie. Either you loved it or you hated it, but I'm in the camp of loving it. I've got the Blu-ray, and I watch it fairly regularly, once every month or two. Ever since I first watched it, it first came out on Blu-ray, I forget when, but I rented it from Redbox, and I've been a fan ever since. I went out and bought it immediately, and now I watch it quite frequently. Um, the thing that I want to talk about tonight is how it's polarizing, and I showed it to a friend tonight, my buddy Russell from the upcoming show I want you to keep your eyes open for on my channel here called Latecomer. I showed it to Russell tonight, and well, he didn't like it. He made a lot of fun of it actually, and I was surprised because he's a sci-fi guy. He likes the stranger, slower movies that Interstellar definitely is in the category of, and you know, like Sunshine, 2001: A Space Odyssey, those kinds of things. Thought for sure he'd like it, and I mean, he dug parts of it, but overall he thought, he kind of made fun of it. He said it was cheesy. Now I get it. I understand why people hate Interstellar because it's cheesy. It is. It's very comic book. It uses comic book storytelling, which is fairly cheesy with some really stock two-dimensional characters. Just to move, I feel like it's that way on purpose to move the plot forward to get you from a familiar setting in the beginning of the film to launch you into space and send you through a black hole and what you might, you know, experience out there and along the way, and exploring alien worlds. I feel like that's the cheesy part. I feel like the cheesy part is what moves this movie forward through all the really cool concepts. Another thing that Russ said, it was kind of like a dumbed down version of 2001. It's like an oversimplified version of 2001. I had to agree with him. I was like, yeah, it's kind of the young adult novel version of 2001. It deals with some of the same concepts, but just watered down, maybe a little a little oversimplified. Time travel, the nature of time, blah blah blah, but still using a lot of that cheesy comic booky, overly emotional way of hooking the reader or watcher, the viewer, into the narrative, so you stay along for the ride. But I appreciate it, and I understand that the cheesiness is what moves it ahead and keeps it moving. But still, what the movie shows you and some of the things it explores and the emotion it evokes, I think trump any cheesiness that are in it. But yeah, that was kind of a weird experience for me to show Interstellar to somebody who I thought for sure was gonna love it, but they were just like, this is hokey. Yeah, it's hokey. Does it matter? Not to me, it doesn't. And apparently to a lot of people really love Interstellar, and it's one of those movies that's very polarizing, so that's just the way it's going to be. But it's a perennial seller. It's already had a 4K Blu-ray manufactured for it. It was one of the first of the 4K Blu-rays to be made, so to me that says it's definitely a strong cult hit, if nothing else. And by cult hit, I mean like big time cult, not just, you know, little B movie, you've never heard of it unless you're a movie nerd thing. It's a fairly mainstream movie by a beloved director, Christopher Nolan, who did all the Batman movies and the Prestige, and he did the remake of I forget what that Swedish movie is, but what else did he do? He just did Dunkirk, which I really loved. I love that. I'm not a big fan of the Batman movies, but Interstellar, The Prestige, and Dunkirk, I think, I don't know, I just love those movies. And anyway, that's just kind of my recap of Interstellar, based on showing it to somebody who I thought would love it, but is in the camp of not a big fan. So that's me, Bill Robertson. Keep your eye open for me and Russell's upcoming program here on my YouTube channel by the name of Latecomer, in which I look at movies and TV shows that I have always been meaning to watch but never gotten around to, and I finally watch and then talk about them. Keep your eyes open for that, and I'll see you soon. See ya.